Welcome to my YouTube channel, Tarot in Paris with Zoe. This is an April 2024 monthly reading for Geminis. Welcome, Geminis. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not resonate with you. I have a wonderful selection, as always, of tarot cards, oracle cards, as well as I'll finish off your reading with a silver charm and bring you additional messages. Again, general reading, Geminis, April 2024 monthly reading for you, okay? So let's begin with a tarot card from an Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. Temperance. So you'll see here a bottle of pink liquid and then what appears to be cookies, right? From Alice in Wonderland. And I'm hearing this card for you, Gemini, is about temperance, about balance, all about balance. And of course, this is a major arcana card. This is a very different style of tarot cards in terms of the interpretations, in terms of how the major arcana card is interpreted in the images, right? I love this deck. I mean, I love all the decks that I use. This is a new deck for me, this Alice in Wonderland tarot deck, and the colors are phenomenal, and I get all kinds of different messages and I think the viewers also really do see these cards differently. So this is the Temperance card, and what this is talking about, as in Alice in Wonderland, is balancing out, becoming smaller and larger, okay? And balancing out between give and take. And what my spirit guides are saying is there's some sort of new experience that's coming into your life. It may have just happened or is about to in April 2024, and it looks to be a new person coming into your life. Possibly they may be there for a brief amount of time. It may be a forever person. It might be a business colleague. It could be romantic, and maybe it's not romantic. Maybe it's platonic. It could be a pen pal, digital pen pal, right? Where you email each other or on social media. But whatever it is for you, general reading, so this isn't for everybody, right? You are going to be learning a lot about yourself through the interaction. Temperance, you're going to have temperance. You're going to balance out your feeling of wanting to give and take. In how you communicate with this person. This is so interesting. It's such a different kind of a message in a way. And I'm also hearing from my guides that, you'll see here there's a moon and a sun, right? So there's a balancing between the moon and the sun. In some ways, you might see those as opposite, right? The moon means nightfall, the sun means daytime. So this is an inner balance that you're going to be learning about yourself in how you deal with people. And this particular person that you're going to meet, it could even be a person you meet briefly at an airport. I mean, I'm getting all different types of scenarios. And you talk to them before you board the plane, and they say one thing that helps you see something in your life a little differently. But it's about, the bigger message here is about balancing within you, temperance, balancing between how you give, how you receive, okay? Give and take. Fascinating. Wow. I'm seeing if there's any other messages that they want me to share with you concerning this card. Yes, they're saying, notice the illustration of the river here and how there's gold in it. They're saying that you learning to balance more in your life, balancing your actions, like when you, so that you don't overdo, that sometimes you just take time to just be. That's the gold in the flow of the ocean, if you will. It's the gold, the silver lining or the gold lining of what it's like when you feel balance in your life. Beautiful. Okay, this again is April 2024 monthly reading for Geminis. This is Tarot in Paris with Zoe. I'm Zoe Summer. This is my YouTube channel. Please do like and or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's such a big help when you do. Okay, let's take a look at this card. Okay, Gemini, so this is the Knight of Cups. And as you can see here in the depiction in this card, there's so much going on. I love this deck. So this is the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. And I'm looking very carefully as I want to read this card for you. So this is the Knight of Cups, and something just caught my eye and I had to look at it again. Let me just re-look at this. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting so many messages. So in this Knight of Cups, you'll see that there's a reflection in the water, okay? Now, this Knight of Cups, wow. This Knight of Cups is echoing the previous, one of the many previous messages we already got for you, which is about possibly a new person coming into your life. And this person is going to make an offer. Again, please be careful of how you translate that expression, make an offer, because it could be, to use this one scenario, you briefly meeting someone for 10 seconds at an airport before you board the plane, and the offer they give you is just some nice compliment of, oh, I like that color on you, or you look nice in that color. That's an offer, right? Or it could be an offer that's much larger, like someone who is in your life already, and that person decides that they want to be exclusive with you and you want to be exclusive with them. That's another form of offer, right? My guides are just giving me lots of different scenarios. Another form, because it is a general reading, another offer example is an offer of a raise at your career if you work. These are all forms of offerings. But what they also want me to point out is there's a lot of reflections in the water here below the Knight of Cups, across from the Knight of Cups. And this is about you reflecting on what this offer means to you, okay? Because some of you, whatever this offer is, you're not going to accept it, or you're going to ask for something slightly differently. So for example, if it's an offer of a title change at your career, if you work, you may say, oh, I really want to receive that title range, yet I'd also like to get a raise in my pay. It's like that. There may be some negotiation, or someone may offer you at work a new role, and you may decide you don't want that role, and you're going to politely decline, and then you come back with a negotiation, yet I would love this other role. And your boss, he, she, or they, if they're non-gender, may not even know you were interested in that role. So this idea of an offer can come in many ways and many forms. Yet just know this Knight of Cups bears a large gold cup. So it is good news in some way. Like, you're still going to see whatever this offer is as good news, whether it's something slight like a small compliment, or something that you might perceive as larger like a raise at work, right? A financial raise. It's an offer that's golden, that's wonderful. For those of you that are single and dating, if this is a person that's making an offer of a date, know that this person tends to be very romantic. So take your time, because I'm hearing that for some of you, this person is very romantic, yet he, she, or they are like a bright spark, like they're very romantic, yet they don't have much follow through. That's not a message for all of you, yet it is for a couple of you. For more of you, this person is romantic and they are that person, yet they tend to be such a dreamer that it's hard sometimes to have them be practical. So there's a lot of different scenarios. Again, a general reading. In general, though, this person is a romantic person, and you're going to like that about them, okay? Wow. Okay, now I have a numerology card for you. What I do in all my readings is I pre-shuffle all the cards so that my time spent with you is in reading the cards. So here we have 111, intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. I'll read more of this numerology card for you in a moment, but let's just pause and take a look at this. The unconditional love that this card speaks about, Gemini, especially in the month of April 2024, has to do with unconditional love towards yourself. That for those of you that are single, that might be dating, for example, you need to be very clear, and they even have the word in this card, clarity, very clear, and have clarity about always giving yourself self-love, complete acceptance, and unconditional love. Because sometimes dating can be hard, right? You meet someone, you have got hopes that you might really like them or be a good match, and it doesn't work out the way you were hoping. And unconditional love for yourself is what's really needed, is that, just stay in the moment and enjoy the date, and and don't try to attach yourself to an outcome, right? It's about also using your intuition always, getting quiet enough within yourself that you can hear your own intuition, okay? I'm just seeing if there's anything else before I keep moving forward with this. Okay, nope. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right the right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Wow. So in this situation, it's a general reading. I'm hearing that for some of you, this is romantic, and for some of you, this has to do with work. And for others of you, this has to do with something in your home situation, your lifestyle, that some kind of new opportunities are at hand, that you've got something like, it could be anything like, for example, making your dreams and visions a reality. Some of you are making some changes in how you decorate at home, and you're finding a new way to save money, yet buy the right paint colors and making your vision a reality that way. For others of you, it has to do with finding a new way to meet people in dating, and that's another way of making your vision a reality. You get the picture. It's like that. So take what resonates with you, leave behind anything else. Yet either way, some new opportunities are coming your way, okay? In the month of April 2024, it will be the beginning of this, okay, Gemini? If it hasn't already shown up, it will very soon. Okay, now we have a Language of Flowers card. Crocus, breathe, calm, rest, stop, and just be. I feel like didn't I say earlier in this reading something about just being? If I didn't, I thought it, and unfortunately I got that intuition and message from my guides, and maybe I didn't actually say it. I hope I did. But I'm hearing that the part about this that's so important is really the just be, is to take time to have that self reflection, and what the 111 card that just talked about, the self-realization. It takes time to have self-realization. It takes patience and listening to yourself, just taking the time to just be. And that's what Crocus talks about. And you know, crocus or croci, the plural, they come out in the so-called springtime, right? That, you know, there's nothing, it's winter if you're in an area that has snow, and it's winter, and then suddenly you see the crocus, the croci just peeking out from under the snow, right? Especially we're talking April 2024, and in some areas of the world, that's what's happening. The crocus or the croci, plural, are just peeking out. Their blossoms are just peeking out of the snow. Very exciting. Breathe. Okay, so now I want to do a Crystal Spirits Oracle card. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, Amazonite, number 2. There you go, Gemini, for April 2024. And I'll read the meanings of this card. This is the Crystal Spirits Oracle card. And as you can see, there's a beautiful face just peeking out of here. Amazonite. Let's just take in those colors for a minute. That beautiful green, and then of the Amazonite crystal, and then that purple in the background. Okay, I'm going to set the card down for a moment and I'm going to turn to the page. Let me find this for you, Amazonite. So I'm Zoe Summer. This is my YouTube channel, Tarot in Paris with Zoe. Welcome. This is the general reading for Geminis, April 2024 monthly reading. If you haven't already, please like and or subscribe to my channel. It's a huge help when you do. Amazonite. So the essential meaning of this is truth, revelation, the evolution and natural flow of events. This, you know, wow, this is just such a synchronicity in terms of all the cards that we just have been talking about, because it's been talking all about just being in the flow and listening to your own inner truths and taking the time for self-realization by just being and listening to what your heart is saying, what your mind is saying, what your own guides are saying. And this is all about revelation, and that brings you evolution, okay? So I'm going to read more of the message. Pardon me. Not everything reveals itself right away in full detail, but the conscious universe is unfolding a plan for you so much more brilliant than you can imagine. An Amazonite spirit is here to help you trust in the process and flow of revelation. Wow. Some things will be disclosed that may shake you up, but if so, it's all for your highest good, so pay attention and go with it. Just go with the flow. The conscious universe prefers you to learn your lessons without suffering. So if you allow situations to fluidly evolve instead of trying to control them, you will see that much wisdom is made available to you right now. Mind, body, and the conscious universe are interconnected. So be attentive to connections you previously overlooked or thought weren't such a big deal. They may have more insights for you than you might have expected. What is unfolding will help you understand your purpose and find your destiny. You don't have to be a victim of fate, with your future defined by repeating lessons learned in the past. You are being prepared for something awesome, and you are already moving toward excitement. Trust that everything is well and in order. Trust the process. So this is, this is so interesting because I'm hearing that this has to do, for some of you, with the Knight of Cups that we heard earlier. It might be someone new coming into your life romantically or business-wise or just platonic, or just a stranger who says something nice to you, gives you a compliment when you're in the queue at the market or something and says, that you're wearing a nice outfit, something like that. Yet it's really about what that sparks within you, right? That's what I'm just going to read. I want to reread that one section of myself. What is unfolding will help you understand your purpose and find your destiny. Future. You are being prepared for something awesome. Yes, a lot of this. So what my guides, my spirit guides are saying to me, Gemini, in the month of April 2024, you're going to be especially self-reflective about things that have happened in the past, and you're going to look at them in a very different way. And what used to bother you isn't going to anymore. Like you're just going to be more easygoing about things, and you're just going to trust in the process more. I mean, I'm hearing all these different messages, and my spirit guides are saying to me, the bottom line is you're just going to trust in the process more. And you're going to let things unfold more than try to control and rush them. Just like the Amazonite crystal was telling us for you, Gemini, that you're just going to almost look at things with a bird's eye view. You're not going to feel, it's like you're not going to buy the story so much and get into the drama of it, right? You're going to read the story or tell the story of your life, but feel more non-attached and just see what's exciting about it, rather than caught up in what you might perceive as a drama of the past. That's more of what this is. It's about having inner peace. My goodness, this is a very deep, oh, you know what? All the readings that I feel like we do here in Tarot in Paris with Zoe are deep. So now let's do a tea leaf fortune cards. I have 3 of them for you. Fire, strong emotion, passionate, love, or hate. My goodness. Okay. I'm hearing the passionate, love, or hate, and I don't like to use that word hate, nor do my spirit guides, but I'm going to just read the card as it says. Has to do with, again, this review you're doing kind of about your past, that what you used to see as something negative, you're not going to. You're just going to have more of acceptance about what happened in the past, and you're not going to, the strong emotions that you used to have about something, negative strong emotions, you're going to ease up. You're going to ease up. It's almost like this, it's like this figurative fire that burns away something, and then it releases the past to something new. It's figurative. It's like the myth of the phoenix. It's like that. That's what this is about. There's going to be some rebirth for you. It's a huge word, yet it has to do with in an area of your life. Again, it's a general reading, Gemini, April 2024, but there will be some sort of a new beginning for you, that a form of rebirth for you, a new way that you're looking at things. And you're going to take more of a temperance way, a temperate way of looking at things, more of a balance. You're not going to have the extremes of love or hate as much. You're going to have more of the gray area. And this is really important. Wow. And because of that, because of you having more temperance, it's like you're going to be drama free. I don't want to promise anything, but because drama free is really strong. Yet the thing is, when you look at things differently, you're not going to, it's like this. They're giving a general example, my spirit guides. It's like, let's pretend you're used to gossip, which is not a good thing to do. You're not going to be gossiping anymore. You're just not. You're going to have more temperance. You're going to have more acceptance. You're not going to talk poorly about people. I'm not saying that any of you did that. We're just giving a general example. It's like that. That's just going to wash away. And there won't be this polar opposites of how you look at things. You're going to have more of a compassionate, even-keeled, temperate way of looking at things. Let's pull another tea leaf or fortune card for you. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. See, exactly, a beautiful change is coming. And you know what? That's also what the Amazonite card talked about, that there's going to be a shift. Caterpillar has to do with how a caterpillar grows into a beautiful butterfly, a new beginning. Very exciting. Wow. A change is coming. And this change could feel slight, or it could feel like it suddenly comes upon you, where it could be for some of you an offer of a new job, or it could be something large like that, like you might look at it as large, or it could be very slight, like a more nuanced change where you look at something in your life differently and it brings you more inner peace. Either way, a wonderful change is coming. Okay, another tea leaf oracle card. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So I'm hearing that there's a number of meanings, of course, of this card for you, Gemini. For some of you, this financial gain isn't necessarily, you're not going to necessarily look at it as a large financial gain. It could be small, but it's still a financial gain. The message isn't for all of you, yet some of you will be receiving a financial gain, and it will be from something you did in the past, some action you took. It could be a gift. It could be a gift like a birthday gift of something. It's not something you did in the past, but in a way it is. You were born. So the birthday was because you were born in the past, right? But dolphin for you also, Gemini, has to do with the symbol, one of the many symbols of dolphin, which is playfulness. Finding more ways to be playful in your life, okay? All right, now I want to pull a silver charm for you. This again is, I'm Zoe Summer. This is Tarot in Paris with Zoe, and we're doing the April, we, as in me, myself, and I, and my spirit guides, are doing the April 2024 monthly reading for the horoscope sign of Gemini. Okay, so let's see. I'm listening to when they tell me to pull a, okay, let's put this down. I have one. I'm taking a look. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever pulled this, ever. Okay. It is, I'm just triple looking at it. Yep. It is a sewing machine, and I want to hold it so you can see it. It's a silver charm. It's a sewing machine. And I'm hearing this phrase, inch by inch. It's like, I'm seeing this sewing machine in my mind's eyes, if you will, of sewing, and instead of it sewing rapidly, it's like the person using the sewing machine is taking their foot off the pedal, and they're just using the wheel of the sewing machine and making slow stitches, like inch by inch. It's like this change that's coming isn't necessarily going to be a giant change. It could be just like a change that's just an inch. Like you might, but it makes a big difference in your life. And this is a general reading, so that could mean so many different things. But just know, sometimes the smallest change, like a change of a behavior that you're doing or something, has large ramifications. Like this is a really kind of a left field example, but it's almost like, let's say someone's drinking too much coffee and it's making them feel jittery. Well, a small change could be them changing the habit of, instead of 2 cups of coffee, they only have 1 cup of coffee. So that in the big scheme of things may look like a small change, but it has big ramifications. They no longer feel jittery. They save money on all the coffee beans they buy. I mean, I'm being kind of tongue in cheek that way, but you get the picture. But this sewing machine is symbolizing, Gemini, in the month of April 2024, a change that's coming your way that's going to create this big tapestry, something beautiful. Like I'm seeing tapestry, but what they really are showing me is a piece of fabric, like when you're using a sewing machine and you're making this beautiful, some kind of beautiful creation that can look like a tapestry or a quilt, and you're going to just like piece it together. There's so many messages in this, but take what resonates with you, leave behind what doesn't, but just know that this month of April 2024 is going to initiate some new change for you, Gemini, something that's going to be great for you, okay? Well, that's it for today for your April 2024 monthly. This is Zoe Summer, my YouTube channel, Tarot in Paris with Zoe. Have a beautiful day.